So in the last class, we were discussing about 2x2 fiber coupler. So in that particular 2x2 fiber coupler, we were discussing about what is the input power, okay, how it is going to happen and all. We were discussing. Okay. So this is the diagram of 2x2 fiber coupler. So it is having 4 ports. So input power, throughput power, coupled power, and crosstalk. So apart from this particular 4 ports, the reflected back power will be obtaining at input power port only. That is called as P4 we said. Okay. So all these things and all we have discussed. What is the performance parameters? For example, performance parameters of optical coupler if you are taking. So we need to study about excess loss, insertion loss, crosstalk and all. Okay. So the equation pertaining to this particular losses and all we have discussed. Later we started with understanding of star coupler. So in a star coupler, you mainly use it for combining optical power from n input and divide them equally in the m output. So here the star coupler, you can see that there are different number of inputs and different number of outputs we are going to consider. Okay. So after that, the fiber fusion technique is popularly used for producing n cross n star coupler. So here you can see that the star coupler, how it is been manufactured. So it is the structure of the fiber star coupler. Okay. So in this particular structure, so you can able to see that there are n number of inputs. Okay, here equal number of inputs we have taken, equal number of inputs and equal number of outputs we might have taken, but in practical it need not be like that. So in that case we have taken 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash and 4 dash as output ports. Suppose the power is imposed on the port 2, let us consider. So whatever the power you trying to send in any one of the port, that particular power will get equally divided in the output ports. So in the port number 2, you provided the input, but at the 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash and 4 dash, the power will get divided equally. The power will get divided equally. Okay. So that is what exactly the thing which is going to happen. So after that, for the star coupler, we have seen that splitting loss, excess loss. Okay. And then we come across with wavelength converter. So here in the wavelength converter, what is the specialty feature? I told you that whatever the wavelength converter is there, okay, the wavelength of the optical signal will get converted, but the specialty in it is without entering to the electrical domain. Because why I'm stressing this particular point, because whatever the work we do, so electronics is already there in that. Okay, so electrical repeaters, amplifiers, all the things are available. So if you want to convert the wavelength, we need to convert that signal into electrical and convert the electrical signal wavelength into some other, and then you convert back into the optical. That was the situation. But in this particular thing, there is not the case. Okay. So today we'll start with understanding of 8x8 star coupler. Okay. So now 8x8, all of it take this particular diagram. This is asked in the previous examinations. Okay, very important question. So 8x8 star coupler, here you can see that this particular 8x8 star coupler is made by fundamental 2x2 coupler. Okay, made by using 2x2 coupler. Okay, so here in the 8x8 you can see that whatever the signals at the input side lambda 1 to lambda 8 are there, those have been mixed and it is coming as the output. Okay, in one particular, for every output you can see that lambda 1 to lambda 8 signals are clubbed together, mixed together, combined together, and we are getting as the output. Okay, so in that case, so first you take this particular diagram, all of you. So once you take this particular diagram, we'll discuss the operation, how is going to combine all these things, we'll discuss. So here in this particular diagram, you can able to see that there are 12 number of 2x2 couplers have been used. 12 number of 2x2 couplers have been used to form 8x8 star coupler. Okay. So in the initial stage, that is the first stage, first column, you can see that all inputs are coming. Okay, lambda 1, lambda 2 for the first, lambda 3, lambda 4 for the second, like that it is coming. But when the second stage is going on, no, so we need to combine the signal. In order to combine that one, okay, so now here lambda 1, lambda 2 is been combined. Okay, and that lambda 1, lambda 2 content is already going to the coupler 5. Okay, so at this particular stage, okay, coupler 5. Okay, and are you all with me? So I'm telling that the coupler 5 means what? The number 5, numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, numbering is there, no? So now, what is the meaning first? You listen. What is the meaning of star coupler? Star coupler means what? Whatever the power we take. So whatever the power we take, that particular power will get equally distributed. Okay. Now, in this particular star coupler 1, what happens? Lambda 1, lambda 2 is coming as the input. So output ports of 1 will be having the content lambda 1, lambda 2. In the second output also lambda 1, lambda 2 will be there. So now I'll just explain the first, okay, how the first line is obtained. That is lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 8 is there, no, after the 9. Okay, how it is going to come, we are going to discuss. So now lambda 1, lambda 2 we have taken. So in this particular after the 1, so the lambda 1, lambda 2 at each output port is obtained. Okay. Now lambda 1, lambda 2 is being given to the 5. Okay. Similarly for the 5, okay, another thing is also coming. What is that particular another thing is coming? Lambda 5, lambda 6 is also coming. You can see that from the 3 there is a connection to 5. So lambda 5, comma lambda 6 is also coming. So now after the output, when you are seeing the after the 5, okay, lambda 1, comma lambda 2, comma lambda 5, comma lambda 6 is coming. Is it clear? So now lambda 1, 2, 5, 6 is being given to the 9, the coupler 9. Okay. Next, for that particular 9, there is another connection from the 7. Okay. So if you trace back that particular 7, okay, you can see that the 7 is getting the inputs from, okay, lambda 3, comma lambda 4, as well as lambda 7, comma lambda 8. Okay. Output of the star coupler 7 will be getting as lambda 3, comma 4, comma 7, comma 8. Okay. And that is been given to the 9. So now 9 will take the value, that is lambda 1, 2, 5, 6 from the fifth coupler, and 3, 4, 7, 8 from the seventh coupler. So combinedly, if you take the output, it will be called as what? Lambda 1, 2, lambda 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up to lambda 1 to lambda 8, we are going to get the output. Okay. So this is the process. What is going to happen? Okay. So is it clear to you, all of you? Did you understand how the process of this particular star coupler is working? Anyone of you please reply. So is it clear to you, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Similarly, the output of 9, I told you. Similarly, the output of everything, okay, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it is working like that. So now we can see that 8 cross 8, that means what? 8 inputs are there. 8 inputs are successfully coupled or successfully combined in the 8 output slots also. Is that clear to you? So now you take the output of 9. There are two outputs. Output of 10th coupler, two outputs. Similarly for 11th, two outputs. 12 also two. So in this particular, all the outputs, totally 8 outputs are there. All 8 outputs will be having the wavelengths lambda 1, comma lambda 2, comma lambda 3 up to lambda 8. That means what? The combination, the combining of wavelength is being happened. Wavelength combiner. Okay. So here wavelength is combined. In other words, you can see that energy is being distributed equally. Okay. So lambda 1 is distributed to the all 8 output ports equally. Similarly, lambda 2 is also distributed equally to the all 8 output ports. Similarly, like all the inputs. Okay. Lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3, lambda 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Similarly, like that. Okay. This is the working. This is the connection. Okay. So when we are connecting this one, we must be knowing that how we are going to connect this one. So this is the combination. Okay. This is the connection and combination. How we are going to obtain the 8 cross 8 star coupler out of 2 cross 2 couplers. Okay. So this diagram is very important. Please note it down. Okay, please make a note of this particular diagram. After you taking this one, we'll go for the next slide. So have you all taken this one diagram?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So now here you can see the some of the explanation part of it and some of the losses. Okay, we have taken here. So an 8x8 star coupler can be formed by interconnecting 2x2 couplers. That's fine. It requires 12 2x2 couplers. So that is also we understood that how we require 12 couplers. Okay, and all we understood. So now here you can see that excess loss. First thing is what excess loss in dB is given by excess loss in dB is given by excess loss is equal to minus 10 log ft to the power of log n base 2 log n base 2. Okay. So in that case, what is this particular ft is standing for? The ft is standing for the fraction of power traversing each coupler element. That means what? In each coupler, one particular power, okay, at some amount of power will be traveling. So that particular fraction we are telling, okay, it's not that entire power we are telling. So that particular, in the other sense, I can tell you that lambda 1, okay, the signal 1 power is divided equally into 8. So how much equally divided into 8 couplers? That particular fraction of power is been considered as ft, where ft is the fraction of power traversing each coupler element. Okay, so n is the number of couplers we have used. So in that, after that one, we can understand that the splitting loss. So what is this particular splitting loss? The splitting loss is given by 10 log n. That means what? N is the number of couplers. Among the couplers, how much power is being divided? Okay, how much power is being splitted? So that is why that is called as what? Splitting loss. That is called as what? Splitting loss. 10 log n. So now total loss when you're talking about is total loss in this particular coupler is equal to splitting loss plus excess loss. Okay. So there are two types of losses, splitting plus excess. So collectively these two losses if you take, total loss will be obtained. What is this particular total loss? Total loss will be the summation. When you take the summation, you can get like 10 log, okay, 10 into 1 minus 3.32 log ft log n. Okay, so if you take the addition of all these two things, you may get this particular value. Okay. So please write this particular diagram, particular equations, all of you. So after writing this one, we can go for the next slide. So one of the example we have taken here. So you can just go through it. A 2x2 biconical tapered fiber coupler has an input optical power level P0 equal to what? 200 microwatts they have given. The output powers at the other three ports P1 equal to 90 microwatts, P2 equal to 85 microwatts, and P3 equal to 6.3 nanowatts. So now this is with respect to the 2x2 coupler. Okay, this is with respect to the 2x2 coupler. Now, when these particular things are there, 2x2 coupler, so you can able to find out. Okay, so what they are asking, what are the coupling ratio, excess loss, insertion losses, and return loss from the coupler. To find this particular thing, we need a formula. Okay, so that particular formulas and all we have already discussed in the last classes. Okay, so well in that case, how to go about this one is very simple. First, to take the particular question. See, sometimes they will be asking the questions. Very simple. For 4 marks, they will ask you. So instead of asking there are two ways of analyzing you. Instead of asking you to write the formulas, okay, they will give the numerical straight away. So that in order to solve the numerical, you need to write the formula. So that the formula understanding is also tested. Okay, that is what the other way of asking the question. Okay, don't think that, sir, why they will ask the simple questions. Very simple. In order to analyze you that whether you know the formula or not, instead of asking the directly the question, write the formulas, performance equations and all, they will ask you the numerical itself. Clear? So write down all of you. A 2x2 biconical tapered fiber coupler has an input optical power level. So here P0 is given, P1, P2, P3 and P0, P1, P2, P3 also given. So once all these things have been given, okay, so you need to write the coupling ratio. What is the coupling ratio formula? Coupling ratio formula is what? P2 divided by P1 plus P2. Write down formula. Coupling ratio, the formula is P2 divided by P1 plus P2. Substitute the value. Students, you keep on solving the numerical. Just a minute, I'll come back. Okay. Students audible? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry, actually network issue suddenly came. Okay. So I will solve this particular numerical, all of you. So coupling ratio, the formula is what? P2 divided by P1 plus P2. Replace the value here, 85 divided by 90 plus 85. All units are in microwatts. So mark ratio and into 100%. So you will get 48.6%. Similarly, excess loss. Excess loss is given by what? 10 log P0 divided by P1 plus P2. Okay. Replace the value of P0. P0 is 200 microwatts divided by P2 and P1 90 plus 85. So you will get 0.58 dB. Replace this one, all of you. So once you take on this one, we'll go for the next answers, that is insertion loss. So when you're talking about insertion loss, there are two ports we need to consider. Okay, P0 with respect to the P1 and P0 with respect to the P2. So when you consider these two things, so you'll get the answer. Okay, write on the answer, all of you. So yes, right away they have given the values. So what you need to do is you need to write the formula, and after that formula, replace the formula values, and then you can solve it. Okay. So this is a very simple, okay, very minute level, I can say, but still we need to do it. So later return loss. So once you complete this one, we can go for the next topic, that is isolators and circulators. Okay. Isolators and as circulators. So here in a number of applications, it is desirable to have a passive optical device that is non-reciprocal. That is, it works differently when its input and outputs are reversed. So here what exactly happens when you send a signal from input to output, one way of behavior you can encounter. Similarly, when you reverse the process, when you reverse the action, okay. So what happens? When you reverse the action, it will work in a reverse way. The same way it will not work. Okay, that is what exactly the meaning, isolators and circulator. Isolation means what? From one port to another port, the signal should not travel. Okay. So if you reverse the condition, obviously the wave will not pass. That is what exactly the meaning of isolator and as well as circulator, and the property of a passive optical device. So I can make a note of this one. So in a number of applications, it is desirable to have a passive optical device that is non-reciprocal. That is, it works differently when its inputs and outputs are reversed. So for this particular passive optical devices, two examples for such passive optical components are isolators and circulators. Okay, isolators and circulators. Okay. So when we're talking about isolators and circulators, to understand the operation of these, we must understand the few facts about the polarization of the components. In order to understand, okay, the operation of these particular things, we must understand few facts about the polarization of the components. What are the few facts? We'll discuss. Okay. So some alignment problem is there. I don't know why it happened. Suddenly some contents are missing. Fine. So maybe I changed the background, okay, to white and black. That's why something happened. Okay. So the light can be represented as a combination of a parallel vibration and perpendicular vibration. Okay. So your polarization means separating the signal. Okay. So we are analyzing the signal with respect to the horizontal plane and vertical plane. When we are discussing about horizontal plane and vertical plane, obviously we'll understand one thing. So light can be represented as parallel vibration as well as perpendicular vibration. So here light can be represented as combination of parallel vibration, perpendicular vibration. So which are called as what? Orthogonal plane polarization states of a light wave. Orthogonal plane means what? One plane is perpendicular to another plane. That is what exactly called as what? Orthogonal plane polarization states. Okay. So this particular orthogonal properties and all, you people are very much aware that in electromagnetic waves and all, you people have discussed. Okay. So here we'll understand the polarizer. Okay, polarizer we'll understand. What do you mean by polarizer? The polarizer is a device that transmits one polarization state and blocks the another. Blocks the other. That means what? If it is made to pass parallel vibration, perpendicular vibration will be blocked. Similarly, if it is made to pass perpendicular vibration, parallel vibration will be blocked. Okay. In either way, it is true. This is declarative. So that particular device which performs this action is called as what? Polarizer. The device which performs this particular action is called as what? Polarizer. Polarizer is a device that transmits one polarization state and blocks the other. So here Faraday rotator is another device. So Faraday rotator is a device that rotates the state of polarization of light passing through it by a specific angular amount. Okay, Faraday rotator. So it is a device that rotates the state of polarization of light passing through it by a specific angular amount. That is called what? Faraday rotator. So next heading you take down, that is birefringent plate. Birefringent plate. So this particular birefringent plate splits the light signal entering it into two orthogonally polarized beams. So which then follow different paths in the fiber material. That means what? When a wave is trying to enter, when the signal is entering the birefringent plate, the wave will get polarized, getting separated, okay, getting divided into two polarization beams. Okay. So when it is getting separated into polarization beam, okay. So which is then followed, okay. Once it is getting divided, those divided waves will follow the different paths of the fiber material. That is called what? Birefringent plate functionality. So it splits the light signal entering into the orthogonally polarized beams, so which then follow the different paths in the fiber material.